Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hannah Jakeways.
Recording in progress.
And I represent the City of Walled Lake and the City Manager's Office. Tonight we're meeting to discuss our Parks and Recreation agenda. It is May 10th at 7:30. With us today we have Deputy City Clerk and HR Administrator Miranda Gross, DPW Superintendent Dan Ladd, with us electronically Deputy Chief Kolke, and a couple other Parks and Recreation Commissioners, Mr. Giovanni Johnson, Mr. Brian Macy, and Ms. Michelle Arnold. I'd like to toss it over to Ms. Fernandez to chair this evening.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, and we will start with our agenda, which is the first thing is the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for us all.
Thank you. Would we like to have a roll call?
Let me just unmute everybody real quick. All right, Arnold?
I'm here.
Fernandez?
Here.
Johnson?
Here.
Macy?
Here.
O'Rourke? Palmer? Robertson?
Here.
All right, we do have a quorum.
Thank you very much. We have the agenda. Is there any changes that anybody would like to add or delete? Seeing none, we will go on to the approval of the minutes. We need a motion to approve the minutes from the April 11th, 2022 meeting.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. And do we need a roll call on that? We don't. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Those
Aye.
against, say nay, and they pass. Then we are going on to audience participation.
All right. Well, we don't have any in person. And it doesn't look like there's any virtually either.
All right. Do we have any unfinished business? Going on to new business? Am I seeing none? Now we're on to discussion, and we have the farmers market on the agenda. Ms. Jakeways.
Yeah, sure. So opening day was last week. We had a really good turnout with approximately 12 vendors that attended. We had one of our farm vendors came out, Van Hootie, and then Springbrook will be joining us this upcoming week. We have the farmers market runs for 26 weeks, so we're looking forward to another great season over at our public safety campus. With the good weather that we've been having, seems like it's been getting warmer. We've been being able to move on a couple of, not only open up the farmers market, but move on a couple of projects that we have working in the city. One of the projects that we've been working on is Riley Park. So I'd like to do a quick little report on that, and I'll also be able to defer to Mr. Dan Ladd to report on some of the improvements, not only at Riley Park, but also at our public safety campus. But opening day was a success, and we're looking forward to a really good year with great turnout and growth. We were able to include 3 new vendors last week, and I've received multiple applications from new vendors who are looking to check out to see what Walled Lake is all about. Mr. Ladd, if you want to report on some of the improvements at our public safety campus?
Sure. First, want to touch on Riley Park. As you know, they already had the playground equipment installed. They had the base set, and I went down there this morning, and they'd started putting down the fall-safe material, poured in place rubber matting. They had the base coat in, about 75% of it done. I went back down this afternoon, and they were putting the top layer on, so they put a black rubberized mat, the base in first, it's about 2.5 inches, and then the ½ inch on top is the colored material. So when I first went down, I didn't know that, and I went down there, it was all black. I was kind of shocked. I'm like, oh no, I better make a phone call. So I got the scoop on what they had to do to finish it. So they were working on that very aggressively today, and hopefully it should be done by the end of the week. And then it'll take a couple days to set up before we can get in there and start doing the backfill around the exterior of the structure and get some seed and straw in there and open it up for the kids. So it's going to be very
Do you have
exciting.
any kind of ribbon cutting or anything like that going on for it?
Not that I'm aware of, no. I haven't heard anything about that. And then the other project that we did a couple weeks ago, over at the farmer's market, the campus expansion, we had a company come in and they brought in about 100 tons of crushed pulverized asphalt material. Made a very nice area for the farmers to set up their booths on. They can drive their vehicles on it. It doesn't get muddy. It rained on Tuesday all day, and there was not one puddle on the lot on Wednesday morning. So it worked out really, really well, and we had time to get in there and get topsoil and seed and straw down and get it all leveled off really, really nice, and worked out great. And we have the irrigation system installed that we're going to get up and running this week and get some water on it, so the seed should take off pretty quick, and it's going to really look nice over there.
Yeah, I'd like to thank our DPW staff for getting us set up over at the farmers market, but also I'd like to thank Mayor and City Council for their support of our farmers market. It is a destination that really brings people together, and I'm looking forward to expanding it and making it the best market around that we can. So I'd like to thank the support from the public officials, so thank you.
Excellent. It's a great market, and so everyone knows it's on Wednesdays, 7 to 1.
Correct.
Right? And it is a great market. I went down there, I bought some stuff on opening day, and thanked everybody for being there. We really do appreciate them coming out to Walled Lake, because it does make it a destination and draws people from around. So thank you so much for your work on that.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, is that it on the farmer's market?
Yeah, that's all I have. Does anybody have any questions about anything that was done?
Okay, hearing none. We'll go on to the Memorial Day Parade.
All right, I will take that. So I know I mentioned at the last meeting that we have a new route for the parade. So we are going to begin at the 850 Ladd Road campus over there where the school building offices are and the Orchard Grove Community Church. We have had a couple meetings with staff to get together a lineup map, and we did kind of finalize it today. So we have 33 applications, and that's just strictly applications. Like one of them, we have 25 vehicles for vet stations. I know Mr. O'Rourke mentioned he wanted them to be a part of it, and they reached out to him. So we do have quite a few participants, and we are going to have our local fire departments and our local police departments participating, as well as the Wixom VFW. And we are working on getting some yard signs to put up around town, kind of displaying that we changed the route this year, and it is up on our website as well. And all the applicants that have turned in their application so far, I have sent them an email with the information that the lineup has changed, and they should receive another email within the next couple weeks with their exact number. So I know I also mentioned before that we really are going to need some help with the lineup, especially since the staging area has changed. We don't even know what to expect, so we need as much help as we can get. So I did kind of want to ask everyone that's here tonight if you could let me know if you're going to be able to help, because if not, I'm going to have to start asking around and getting some help, because it's probably going to be a little bit chaotic. People are used to the old setup, and everything's changing this year, so.
Yeah, I'd be happy to help.
Okay.
I've done parades before.
You're going to be there?
I don't walk real good, but I can
Oh, that's
help
okay.
somewhere.
Miranda, what time would you, would that be?
So I am asking that everybody be there by 9:30. We're asking that they are there no later than 10. But if you guys get there a little bit earlier, I can kind of go over everything with you. I'm going to provide you all with a lineup map so that you can kind of get an idea of where the numbers are. And like I said, I'll be emailing the participants so they'll know what their number is, and they'll have a map as well. So we don't know exactly how we're labeling the spots quite yet, but we're hoping to have some signs, some bigger signs than normal since it's changed a little bit. So yeah, if you guys could get there a little bit early so I can kind of explain the
that's at the Walled Lake
process.
schools.
Yep, so it's at 850 LAD,
Is
that
there going to be
campus over
parking there, or
there.
should we just be dropped off?
There is going to be parking there. You're going to enter through the entrance off of Ladd Road. And we're just using one side of the parking lot where Orchard Grove is. Yeah, the north side of the parking lot is what we're using for the lineup. And then the south side then would be for parking for you guys. We'll get some portable restrooms over there for the applicants to be able to use, and then we're gonna go on to Maple Road, down Maple Road, and end here at City Hall.
So what's the schedule of the day? So there's going to be the announcer over at Casey's?
Correct.
And then they come here, and then there's a service? Or
There is a
there's
little
speakers?
ceremony, yeah, here at City Hall. It's pretty brief, but yeah.
Usually it is the BFW that does it, isn't it?
The ceremony?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few people that give some speeches, and then the BFW does a little ceremony.
What time will that be?
We wait until I think the parade is completely over,
Parade's from
right?
11 to 1, and then
Usually
after,
about
immediately
1,
following
yeah.
the ceremony.
Probably a little after 1, just kind of depends. I think we have a few less applicants than in the past, so it might be over a little bit, but I don't know, it's hard to tell, because there's, like, the schools are bringing 400 kids, and I don't remember them bringing 400 before, so.
Yeah,
Oh, between the two
The band.
It's all 3 this year.
all three bands,
So,
wow.
yeah, and then that's duration is 25 vehicles, so, I mean, it could be the same length, it could be longer.
Long.
We'll find out this year, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your work on that. Anything
Yeah,
else? Any
thank
questions?
you. Does anybody that's attending virtually have any questions, or
No, I don't.
do any of you know if you're going to be able to help day of? Are you going to be out of town?
I'm going to be out at an event I'm producing in another area that weekend.
Yeah, and I'll likely be walking the parade with my kids and their Girl Scout troop.
Okay.
I'll be there to help line up. I can help with that.
Okay, thank you. All right.
All right. Is there anything else from anybody on the commission?
Did I miss anything about the parade, Hannah?
No, I think you got
I'd like to just point out that we do have a Facebook event for the Memorial Day Parade. So if folks are interested in the lineup, the staging area, what to expect on Memorial Day, we have a official event posted through the Farmers Market page that also has a link to the Spinal Column that did a really nice article that is describing the event and who we're looking to have out in attendance.
Great.
So,
Excellent. Yeah, and if anybody can share that on their social media and get it out, that would be great. We really need to work together and really promote these projects as a group, so.
And then I'll send out the map as soon as it's finalized. I'll send it out to the board members as well.
Great.
So that
Thank
you
you.
have it and you know what to expect.
Thanks, Brian.
Beforehand.
We also have a couple of banners around town.
Yeah, we're working on banners right
Oh,
now.
At the entrances?
At the entrances, and there's one that's going to go across Maple Road, right at the water tower.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yep, so we'll have some yard signs and banners up hopefully shortly.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you want, I mean, I'll put a yard sign in my yard. I'm working right on Pontiac Trail, so
Okay, yeah.
let me
As
know
soon
when
as we
they're
get 'em in, yeah,
I'll come
we'll let
over and
you know.
grab it. All right, any other questions from anybody? Seeing none? Ask for a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Any second?
I second it.
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you very much. We appreciate your participation.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank
Yep,
you.
thank you.